Hello to all students. This is the lecture number 1 of chapter number 3, transmission line parameters. This chapter is mainly consist of major 3 sections in which the transmission line parameters that are based on resistance, inductance and capacitance. So these are all the transmission line parameters. Why we are studying these transmission line parameters? Because we are analyzing the transmission line performance. We are check the performance of the transmission line. If you are check the transmission line performance, or you can check the efficiency of the transmission line. So for doing to that, it is necessary to calculate these parameters, that is the resistance, inductance and capacitance. As we know that the transmission line are mainly used for delivering the electrical power, that is here mentioned that electrical power from one node to another node, or you can say that from one end to another end, or you can say that from one node to another node, or you can say that from one side to another side, or you can say that it provides a path for flowing of power, that is the transmission line. Because uh, transmission line itself is provide a path by which we can flow the power, and that can be represented by electrical circuit having a different parameters connected in a particular manner, or we can say these are all the parameters, that is the resistance, inductance, capacitance, and these are all the parameters are uniformly distributed, and these parameters are the backbone of the transmission line. Because through these parameters we can check the performance of the transmission line. What are the parameters in terms of the performance? That are major parameters is that major performance parameter is the one is the efficiency, and second one is voltage regulation. What is the efficiency? Efficiency is basically mathematically is a mathematical term which can be described as ratio of output power to an input power, and efficiency of any circuit can be expressed in the percentage form, and efficiency is very important and it is very necessary term, and it can be up to the 100%. If efficiency near to 100%, the system is very much reliable, is very much good, is very much we can see that it is we can say that it has a good performance. And second term is that voltage regulation. Voltage regulation is that when the system when we are giving an input and delivering an input from input side and taking an output from the output side, so there is a variation between the input and output side, so there is a voltage drop between them from input side to another side in between them. So this variation is calculated in terms of the voltage regulation, and this variation is also can be expressed in terms of a percentage. So these both terms are used for measuring the performance of the transmission line, and these transmission line parameters are can be calculated on the behalf of the different uh, sections on its we can say that electrical parameters, that are the electrical parameter, that are the resistance, inductance and capacitance. So in conclusion point of view, I'm only saying that In this chapter, firstly, we need to calculate the resistance, inductance, and capacitance of these conductors. यहाँ पे in this section, we will consider one conductors or the two conductors, or we consider we will here consider a single phase line, transmission line, three phase transmission line, and where we will calculate the value of the resistance, value of the inductance, and the value of the capacitance. Then we analyze the performance of the transmission line in terms of the efficiency, in terms of the voltage regulation. So this is the basic introduction of this chapter. This is the transmission line parameters. The transmission line parameter, that is the resistance, inductance, and the capacitance, and transmission line parameters, that is the transmission line performance, that is the efficiency and the voltage regulation. So one by one, firstly we will start from the resistance. In the next section I will start from the resistance, that is the how we calculate the resistance of any conductor. Second one, I will start the inductance, how we calculate the inductance, and the third one, I will start the how you will calculate the capacitance of any type of conductor. But here we only consider one type of conductor. So here I will consider only a solid type of conductor. Firstly, I will only consider that one. Then we start the single phase transmission line, and then three phase transmission line. So my next topic is that the transmission line. My next topic is the resistance of the transmission line, that is the resistance of the solid conductors.